Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, catching up with Clemson's head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock. Really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeps it moving. It's McAllister. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throwing, Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Johnson. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out wide right, it's Clark. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for room, it's McAllister. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Sellers. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. On the move. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. There he goes! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Keeps it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Stopped right there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
Intercepted, number 19.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the option. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Haynes. There he got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, down here on the South Carolina sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A first down for the offense. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Now,
looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving forward.
He lets one fly deep. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Here's Sellers to throw. The screen, and watch out. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina! What a catch in the end zone for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Out wide left, it's Burrows. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Turns it upfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 17, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Orange, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. That victory closes the book on a 4-8 regular season, disappointing by any team's standards. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
When you talk about outstanding rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him in that last play.
And the defense gets loose. And down he goes again. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Hard running there. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Sellers. That's caught. It's Bennett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Throws it off the RPO. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Got it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Moore. He's brought down, stopped right. The yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Johnson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw it. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Holds on, it's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. In the red area, it's Johnson. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Fourth and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do. Gets downhill, makes the fourth down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll go to the counter. He breaks a tackle.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They're all over it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Going deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's McAllister. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. And now on second down for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Keep it on the ground. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Play fake, Sellers. Out wide left, it's Hunt. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Burrowing for yardage. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Yeah, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Sellers. He caught it. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Runs through a tackle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not closes. Drill trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Bennett. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll set up to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Right side, it's Bennett. At the 20, he's got space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Throwing, Sellers. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. quarterback changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Upstairs to make the catch. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run.
And he throws another.